Hey guys, what is up? It's me, CroffStudios, and I'm here with a custom Lego Ninjago set, and it is a year 2012 set that would have been a set that came out a while ago, but I did make a custom of the Snake Train, which is a very big scene from the Ninjago line, and they never actually made it into a set. It was going to be a set, but it never passed the design stage, so I decided to make a set of my own, since this was a very iconic scene from the Lego Ninjago show. And it would have included some pretty nice figures and such in it that I really wanted to show. So let's get straight onto it. Alright guys, so basically you'd probably get 6 figures or so in the set since it is a bigger Ninjago set. So obviously the two main figures you'd probably be getting the set for would be Sensei Wu and Pythor. When they do fight inside the train, Sensei Wu fights him with his staff that he has right there, and Pythor pulls out his bigger staff, and they fight on the train when it's going to the city of Ouroboros. So you would definitely get them, and I replaced Pythor's arms to make them purple instead. So that does look a lot better. I don't know why Lego made them black. So let's go on to the next ones. So the other figures you'd probably get in the set were just maybe some main characters that we've already gotten before, but they threw them in since they were actually in the scene. So basically you'd probably get 2 ninjas right here. You can see I put Kai and Cole in the set with their golden weapons. And then the other 2 are just 2 miscellaneous snakes that would probably be manning the guns, which you probably saw when I was first showing the intro. So let's get straight on to the actual model. So the actual Snake Train isn't really the best looking model that I've made, but it actually does have some really unique features and such that are on it that make it a pretty uniquely cool custom set that I made, like some really nice looking ways of bricks, how I used them and stuff like that. So let's get straight on to the first main front of the train. So this is the front of the train right here, as you can see, and then I tried to make it look like the one from the show. It is a little different since I used the direct head from the Lego Ninjago Fang Pirate Truck. I thought it looks pretty cool to go on the front, though. I mean, it looks really nice, and then you got the tongue under there, which I hooked on, and then you can see the eyes, and then here I put a little detail of some engines and such. Then you can see the inside, there's some steering wheels, some more little sticker details and such. On the side, you can see how I use the sideway bricks. And going around, there's not really much details on this part. It's probably one of the weaker parts of the model. I mean, it's just kind of stacked up bricks. That's the one thing I don't like about it. But and then turning to the back, you can see the little hinge where it hooks onto. And then there is a little door right here which opens up to the inside, which I thought was a pretty nice feature to add on since Sensei Wu did open the door and go inside and fight Pythor. So you can remove the top to both of these, and it's just hooked on by these pieces right here, as you can see. And then there's the inside with the controls and the steering wheel. And then we do have a little weapons rack right here, which you can put the fang blades. I did only put 2 in here since I only have 2 from the actual sets, so I don't have the other 2. And then I did put Pythor's staff. They did not make an actual staff for him in the set, so I didn't put any piece on there to recognize his tribe of the Anacondrae. But you can see right there the inside it's kind of bland, but it's mainly used for space, basically, so you can fit Pythor. I had to make it wide enough so you could actually fit Pythor inside, and you can have a little battle scene with Sensei Wu. And then here is the weapons rack. It can be removed like that. So it's a pretty nice little feature right there. So this is basically the front car. It has some pretty nice little add-ins and features and such on it. So I thought it was a pretty decent model. Alright, moving on to the back of the Snake Train. This is where basically the train gets into my own kind of design area. It kind of branches off the show a little bit, except for really the guns. The guns are the main part of the back, as you can see. And the main feature of them is that basically you can spin them like this, and you can fire at anything that comes around it. So I thought that was pretty cool. And you can open it like this, very sturdy. It's not going to break on you. And then you can take your snakes right here, and I dropped him. You can just set him right there inside, and he can control it like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then there is a door on this one too as well, which opens up, and you can get to the inside. And then there is a little little thing right here where you can put stuff inside of. So it's pretty cool. Then you can remove the top just like that, hooked on by 2 studs. And there are some controls in there, not really much on the inside. I was going to make a 3rd car to go in the middle of this just for some more seats and stuff. But I mean, I didn't really have that many green bricks, so this is the most of what I could make. I tried to make the most I could. out of the bricks that I did have. And then on the back you can see all these green details right here from other Ninjago sets that I had. And then moving on to the back is the tail in the show, which caused the ninjas a lot of problems when they were trying to get to it. It did move up and down in the show, but I wanted to make sure it sturdily stayed in, unlike the Fang Pirate truck where it always fell off. So I made sure that it stayed in, and obviously you can swing it like that, and it does have some very nice details on it. You can see right here in the back has these little details and such. So you can see the wheels I use for it, kind of small, but it does hold. It's pretty heavy back end to the train. It's not really a train, actually. I guess you could call it a giant truck, but well, it is technically a train, I guess you could say. But it does. I mean, it has its flaws. It has its nice parts about it. You can see how the back was done, how it doesn't hit anything when it turns, and that was kind of hard to design, so it didn't hit anything. And you can see how I had to leave big gaps so the these things could get inside. So I worked pretty hard on this model, and I thought it was a fun experience to build. And I'm really happy I made it, since they didn't make it from the show. So that is basically it. Let's go on to the final part of the video. Alright guys, so that is basically it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed this custom that I've made of the Ninjago 2012 Snake Train. And you can see Pythor's having a little snack right now after he defeated Sensei Wu, although none of them really won in the show. But you can see right here Pythor's having a little snack. But I've really enjoyed making this custom. I thought it was really needed. LEGO really needed to make this a set, but it didn't really get past the design stage. They showed it at a couple different fairs, but it never just got to being a set because it wasn't really accurate to the show, the one that LEGO made. So it kind of sucked that they didn't make it. I would have rather them made it, even though it wasn't accurate, than not to make it at all. So that is basically it for this video. I really enjoyed making this, and I hope you've enjoyed this video and enjoyed the custom set that I made. So I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe.